Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Ash.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to the second part of our prediction weekend, and we are going to be predicting the Constructors today. If you joined us yesterday or if you haven't checked it out, there will be a link at the end of the video to this. It was our predictions of the drivers 20 to 1 on the grid, or 1 to 20, whichever way you want to kind of put it, but we went 20 all the way down to 1. But yes, Constructors today should be enjoyable. And yeah, if you are new around here, fancy watching some F1 content and obviously some feeder series content that we started this year as well, you can subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification and keep up to date with all our latest content, just like this video you're watching right now. But, you know, Ashley, should we get into it?
Yeah. Okay, so number 10. I think this is the obvious one. Williams. The performance isn't going to be there. They're not going to be able to make the step up, but they will get more points than they did last season.
Yeah. And 10, Mercedes. Oh, no, I can't even say it with a straight face. No, it's Williams. Yeah. No, they cut. I'm sorry, Williams. You're down there again. 10.
Number 9, Alfa Romeo. I almost said AlphaTauri. There's the problem with having two Alphas.
Yeah.
Right.
If we're struggling, just imagine what Crofty's going to be like.
Exactly. But Alfa Romeo, I don't think that they're going to make the step up unless Ferrari do something incredible with their engine, and it is one of those where someone's got to be there.
Number 9 for me is going to be AlphaTauri. I'm just, for some reason within me, I just don't think their car's going to do well. Don't know why, but I just don't feel it. Not feeling it.
8 for me, Haas. Once again, unless Ferrari do something incredible, I don't really see Haas being able to make the gains. They've got one driver who may give you a performance or two, but isn't going to be consistent, and the other is going to be consistent, but isn't going to give you the outstanding result. So, merge them together and then maybe they might do well.
8. Alfa Romeo. Sticking the two Alphas down there, going to be, it's like I said, I put those 3 teams in the brackets, like I said, drivers of Haas, Alphas, yeah, I just combine them together, Alphas, from there. But yes, Alfa Romeo is going to be my P8 position. Kimi will bring the points up, Giovinazzi will bring the points down.
Number 7, AlphaTauri. Toro Rosso towards the end of last season wasn't really battling. It sort of just dropped away, didn't it? And I don't really see a gain this year. Pierre Gasly may be able to get some quite good results, but I just don't see Kvyat performing across a season again.
In P7, it's going to be Haas. Don't really know why I've got them so high, but I feel like they're sporadic. I feel like they might go more towards 2018 Haas than 2019 Haas. I'm going to say improvement, but obviously not improvement enough to keep with the midfield, because that would be, as you described it in the F1 Worldwide podcast, a double step that they have to make.
P6 for me is going to be the Racing Point. I feel as if Lawrence Stroll wants them competing at the top as soon as possible, and their best opportunity is to focus the majority of their resources on 2021, and I think that will end up being the case.
For me, P6, Renault. I think their resources are going to be on 2021, and yeah, they will do well this year, and I think it's going to be very close between 6th, 5th and 4th. But I think they'll be there, and they won't necessarily mind too much on that front, because they'll be like, we're going to nail 2021. Maybe. But yes, that's the thought process. 6, Renault.
5th for me is going to be Renault, I feel as if Daniel Ricciardo is going to be the one that's going to have the burden of getting the majority of the points. I don't feel as if Ocon is going to be on the pace straight away, and even when he does get onto it, I feel there's better drivers in terms of racecraft in that midfield battle that's going to mean he is going to be scoring in line with Nico Hulkenberg last year.
And for me, P5, it's going to be Racing Point. I said feel they will do well, trying to stick with my drivers ones and how they are going to be competitive. So yes, I'm going to back Racing Point to be P5 and the Constructors improve on their P7 from last year.
P4 for me, still going to be McLaren. I feel as if they are the team that is best of the rest at this moment in time, and I would say they've got in the top 3 in terms of driver pairings in the ability. If they can provide the car, results will come.
P4 for me is also McLaren. They have the best partnership in the midfield, not on the grid, but yes, in the midfield. They have the best partnership. I feel consistently they will score enough points to give McLaren the Constructors advantage over their rivals Racing Point and Renault.
Now then, I know what number. It's more. This is where it gets interesting, I feel.
Yeah.
3 for me. I'm going to go for Ferrari. Sharp intake of breath from everyone because there's a shock, but there's not if you watched our driver's video yesterday. So, the problem that Ferrari are going to have is they've got 2 drivers that want to be number 1. They haven't got a clear 1 and 2, which means as a team they're going to end up battling when they probably shouldn't. It's an issue that they've had for a little while, I'd say, because even if you go back to Kimi Räikkönen and Vettel, Räikkönen towards the end got to it, well, if you're not going to give me a seat, I'm going to battle. And it does mean that they start to take points away from each other. If you're battling, you are inherently slower than a car that's out in front with no one challenging them. So they're just going to end up being their own downfall this year.
3, Red Bull for me. Max will get the majority of the points. I'm putting neck on the line. I think Albon's a good driver. I'm not entirely sure he's at that level of driver for a top 3 team, so I don't think he will produce enough points for them to overtake the other 2 team partnerships of Mercedes and Ferrari. I think they just have much better driver lineups for scoring points in the Constructors.
Number 2 for me is going to be, no surprises really, Red Bull. I feel as if having that clear 1 and 2 of Verstappen and Albon means you've got Verstappen that's going to go out there and get you the race wins, and then you've got Albon who is a very good driver to drive into the level that's expected of him, but he is going to be the one that will be picking up the points when cars in front are not performing. So he's going to be able to pick up enough points, I think, to be able to get the jump on Ferrari.
P2 for me. I'm going to go off the back of my predictions yesterday. Mercedes. The one time that they haven't won, I tell you what, I've completely ruined the parade at Mercedes to become like 7 back-to-back Constructors and driver titles. I've ruined it. I've ruined the party. I've been miserable. I'm sorry, Mercedes. I've let you down. What I'm going for is I'm putting you P2 because with Lewis Hamilton finishing P2 and Valtteri Bottas finishing P4.
Giving it away now.
Oh yeah, if you haven't watched it. With my predictions yesterday, there we go. Mercedes P2.
Number 1 for me is going to be Mercedes. I feel they are the team that have really got this hybrid era as their own. You look at it, and in all honesty, they are the strongest team on the grid. So I can't really go away from my views of what I was saying last year and the fact that they've got a very fast race car. And if you are competing across every race, which Mercedes are more than likely going to be, they're going to pick up a lot of points. The issue that the other teams have got is they always have those ones where you look through the grid and you're going to say, that's a race where such and such is going to do well. That's a race where such and such is going to do well. You're going to we can look at the grid this year and we can go, Monza, Ferrari are going to perform well. Well, you can.
Yeah.
You can look at the likes of Monaco and Singapore and say the Red Bull's going to do well in that. Well, you should do, because it's their design.
Last year at
They
Singapore,
didn't,
did they?
but that's their design. You've got a Ferrari that goes for an incredibly fast car in a straight line. You've got the Red Bull that they try and work on having that downforce and that aero package. And the team where you can look at every race and say they'll be near the front, other than Austria, is Mercedes. So 22 races on the grid. If you're performing well at 21 out of 22 of them, and the other teams were only performing well at say 5 or 6, you're making up so many points.
Ferrari, best driver lineup for constructors. Top drivers can score lots of points, competitive at the top. Goes with my bold prediction, I suppose, yesterday. They're going to win their constructor and drivers title. But which one? But yes, that's what's happening with Ferrari.
Yeah.
Ferrari have had a great year. Don't know why it's happened, but I've gone there. I feel like I jumped both feet in the deep end with this one.
The only thing I'd say is, based on that, Alfa Romeo and Haas should have been higher than.
Probably should have.
If you think that Ferrari are going to win.
Probably.
Yeah.
But they can't handle the Ferrari. Ferrari can handle the Ferrari.
Okay.
That's probably quite a good point to round off. So that's our 1 to 10 of the constructors. We hope you have enjoyed that and you found it interesting. And do you agree with us? Do you agree where the places get? Can you get AlphaTauri's name right in the comments? Remember, do not write the dreaded Toro Rosso.
If you do, we'll know who you're talking about, though. So.
See, it won't matter. But it will matter for them. But yes, that's our 1 to 10. Let's hear your 1 to 10 in the comments below. And if they are new around here, or they are watching and they haven't already, what can they do?
You can press the subscribe button, and if you press the bell icon, you'll get a notification of when one of our videos goes live, in particular our bold predictions that we're going to be making in tomorrow's video.
Yep, and like I said at the start, if you haven't already checked out the drivers one, go and check that out. It was also a little bit of fun. Bit longer than this one, but still very entertaining. I didn't nick it from you today.
No.
I'll let you do your bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was very nice. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But that rounds things off from us. So for now, you F1 fans, keep racing.